This is Ohio Harness Update, a look at harness racing across the Buckeye State. Ohio Harness Update is brought to you by Matt Franklin, Wealth Advisor at Wire to Wire Wealth.
Welcome back to the latest edition of Ohio Harness Update. The fall season is upon us, and that can only mean one thing: the Little Brown Jug. We'll also catch up on the fifth leg of the Buckeye Stallion Series, Ohio Sire Stakes action, and yearling sales. The Grand Circuit returned to the Buckeye State for the 79th edition of the Little Brown Jug at the Delaware County Fair. It was the largest recorded attendance in recent history. 14 sophomore colt pacers were entered into the Little Brown Jug. The first elimination went to Captain Albano in a stakes record of 149-2.
And on top, it's Captain Albano by 2.5. Racing second, the end of the stretch, they come. Moving up on the outside, 3 wide. Here comes Mirage Hanover. Coming to the wire. It's all Captain Albano.
Captain's Quarters took the second elimination and won 51-3.
Off the turn. Nowhere to go for Dan Noble. Total Stranger coming for the wire. Captain's Quarters. Ducking inside. Rose Run Zane. Total Stranger on the outside. Photo for win.
The top 4 finishers in each elimination returned to compete in the $525,000 final. After the perfect pocket trip, Captain Albano and Todd McCarthy laid claim to the 79th Little Brown Jug and won 50-1. Captain Albano is trained by Noel Daly.
Into the stretch they come. It's Captain Albano. Captain Quarters. Total Stranger on the outside. Dexter Dunn, Mirage Hanover. It's all Captain Albano and Todd McCarthy win the Little Brown Jug.
Todd, you won the Hambletonian a couple years ago. Now you win the Little Brown Jug with Captain Albano. Tell us a little bit about what you're feeling right now.
It's got the shakes a little bit, Jason. It's pretty awesome. This race is such a prestigious race, and it brings such a big crowd, and it means so much for horses to be able to go 2 heats like that and win. It really shows what kind of horses they are, and I was just glad that this guy got to show what he could do today. And I can't thank the connections and Noel enough for letting me drive this horse. It was, it was such a great experience.
Well, you got out of there, and you're away second, and you get over to the quarter in 27-2. You see Dexter's parked. What are you thinking at that point in time?
I figured that he'd probably be wanting to wait on me there and get that second over trip, and I was just hoping it wasn't going to be too early that I really had to commit, and it wasn't until the top of the stretch here that I sort of had to start making a plan to get going, and at that point the pace wasn't overly fast, and I was kind of content to have him sit out there, and the rest of it was, it went pretty well.
Any issues with him being first up, coming up out of the pocket like that?
I don't think so. We had him rigged today with the Murphy on the inside, and just kind of wanted to have him going out a little bit there on this half, and it kind of worked perfectly for him there. So once he kind of leveled up with Jody on the inside and he couldn't see him, he was waiting for me to call on him, and once I did, he swelled right up off the turn and he was ready to go.
3-year-old filly pacers shined in the 54th Jugette. 12 entries were divided into 2 eliminations. The first elimination was won by Soft Shot in a stakes record equaling performance of 149-3.
Into the stretch they come. Soft Shot, a few choice words, has got the racing room, but nobody's going to catch David Miller and Soft Shot. A few choice words over Dandy's Mercy. 149, 3/5, equaling the stakes record, track record, and a world's record.
My Girl EJ proceeded to shatter the stakes record, winning the second elimination in 149-1.
Through the stretch, it's all My Girl EJ drawn away. Odds on Platinum, Lulu, 149-1. Rewrite the record book.
Soft Shot, a supplemental entry, came back to win the $260,000 Jugette final and won 51 flat. The Buckeye, David Miller, drove for the Northfield-based trainer, Jessica Rogner.
Coming home, it's all David Miller, and the Jugette goes to Soft Shot. 151. What about Soft Shot?
She's amazing. She's amazing.
Now, it's supplemental payment, $50,000. Did you think you could win it, though?
No, nope. We were here for the fun.
You were here for the fun, and you paid $15,000. Well, you're going to make a little bit more than that.
Yeah, absolutely. That was unexpected, but you can't win it unless you're in it, right?
So true. Where do we go from here? Will we go to Lexington or?
We got to make it through the night.
It's going to be a wild party tonight.
Grand Circuit action continued with sophomore trotters at the Delaware County Fair. The Old Oaken Bucket for Colts was won by 4 6s.
4 6s, Yannick Gingras in front. Vanguard to go second. El Helpsky's going to be third. Say a Prayer is fourth. 4 6s wins the Old Oaken Bucket in a new lifetime mark, 154 flat.
Sad Birds Still Sing took the Phillies bucket.
Into the stretch they come. Also a battle for third. On the inside coming home. On the wire, it's all going to be Sad Birds Still Sing over Nymeria and Pizza Bianca. 154.
The Delaware County Fair is also home to the Ohio Breeders' Championship. It is the second leg of the Ohio Triple Crown. The legs of the Triple Crown include the Ohio State Fair, Ohio Breeders' Championship, and the Ohio Sire Stakes Final. 3 horses are eligible for this year's Triple Crown after winning the OBC at Delaware. The Breeders' Championship for freshman Cole Pacers was taken by Rick Wink in a stakes record.
With the lead, Rick Wink. The only question is how fast the teletimer is going to go. Rick Wink in front. Time of the mile, look at this. 150, 2/5. New stakes record.
Battle Hill won the OBC for freshman Colt Trotters.
Chris Limbs looking for daylight with Battle Hill. Into the lane, off stride. Coming home, Hilltop Soner. Getting free and coming home. It's Battle Hill. Off stride, goes oh so fast. Battle Hill. 157-1.
Sugar Instead won for sophomore Philly Trotters, equaling the stakes record.
It's Sugar Instead. Closing on the outside, Jurassic Hattie. Inside, it's Legacy Affair. Sugar Instead put to the test. Gets home in front. 154.
Rick Wink, Battle Hill, and Sugar Instead will compete in the third leg of the Triple Crown in the OSS Finals at MGM Northfield Park on Saturday, October 12th. We will continue with the Delaware County Fair when we return.
With over 30 years of experience in wealth planning and a lifetime of involvement in harness racing, Matt Franklin at Wire to Wire Wealth can help you build a financial plan that addresses the unique circumstances of those involved in the horse racing industry. Whether you are investing to build wealth, protect your family, or preserve your assets, Matt at Wire to Wire Wealth will work with you through the wealth planning process from start to finish.
The Delaware County Fair hosted the 5th leg of the Buckeye Stallion Series. Across 5 days, 225 horses were entered into the BSS. In the freshman division, Vecna notched his 4th series win for Colt Trotters.
Vecna's gone. Vecna and Kane Kaufman in front.
Go Jim Dandy scored his 3rd series victory for Colt Pacers.
It's Go Jim Dandy with the lead. Battles on for second and third. Go Jim Dandy. 154, 1/5.
For Philly Trotters, CS Donata Girl won for the 3rd time.
They turn for home with less than a 16th to go, is gone in a flash. In Delaware, Ohio, and up top of the lead here as they drive to the wire from the inside. CS Donata Girl to the outside, Long Tom's Treasure. These two, yes, CS Donata Girl.
Guard the Fire also three-peated for Philly Pacers.
Coming home third on the outside with every stride. Judge Me Again to the wire. Guard the Fire. Photo for place.
For sophomores, Dancin' Moon scored for a 3rd time in the Colt Pace division.
Into the stretch, here comes Rockin' the Road from the outside. But on the front end, J.D. Sack Attack trying to come back. The outside, Dancin' Moon.
Philly Pacer Gone Coastal secured her 3rd BSS victory.
Coming to the wire, Gone Coastal is going to take this field gate to wire. Fearless Ginger to go second. It's going to be tight there for third. May have been the 4 Hot Shave. Time of the mile, 152, 2/5 gone. Coastal.
West 55 doubled up on series wins in the trotting filly division.
On top of the field, it's all West 55. The battle for second and third. On the outside, second goes to Hot Tea.
There were no repeat winners in the trotting colt division. Gabby's Rocky Top and Tabby's Delight both scored in their first series victories.
Closing on the outside, Rose Run Zoom. Through the sets, Irresistible Sun. Gabby's Rocky Top on the outside, noses apart at the wire. On top, it's His Glory. Others closing in on the outside. Uncle Ruckus and Tabby's Delight gets it all.
The fifth leg of the Ohio Sire Stakes also concluded in September. El Dorado Scioto Downs hosted 3-year-olds. Seaside Diva remained undefeated in the filly pacer division.
It's Seaside Diva. Naked on a Hill is closing. Inside then, Calypso Pearl, Shaking Free. Daisy Star in the passing lane. It's Seaside Diva. She'll score at 1-9. Seaside Diva.
Clever Cody won for the fourth time for colt pacers.
Clever Cody has collared him and takes over the lead. Inside, digging late, 9-106, but Clever Cody finishing strong tonight. Clever Cody to win it.
Sugar Instead notched her fourth OSS victory.
It's Sugar Instead with the lead. Legacy Affair into the passing lane, and she is quickly in gear and trying to roll up center of the track. Create a Queen. Sugar Instead. Create a Queen trying to get to her. Legacy Affair inside. Photo for win. Looked like Sugar Instead held him off.
Tennessee Tom scored his third win.
Tennessee Tom will win it from Hungover. Sponzano, Prince Charmer in fifth was Royal Precedent, 154-4.
Freshmen headed to Hollywood Gaming and Dayton Raceway for their final leg. Rain wasn't the only thing falling. 5 track records fell that night. Odds On Halia won her fourth Sire Stakes leg in record time for filly pacers.
No one will catch Odds On Hialeah. She is drawn away and will win it by 4.5 on the line. Odds On Hialeah from Prolific Fire, Gorgeous Package, and Queen of Fear, 152-1.
Odds On Halia's record did not stand long. In the second division, Odds On Chesapeake rallied down the stretch to win by a neck.
It's Odds On Chesapeake outside. The word is out. Odds On Collateral with late pace. Odds On Chesapeake in 151-4. That will lower the track record.
Rick Wink stayed perfect on the year as he set a track record for 2-year-old pacing colts in the first division.
They come to the top of the stretch, just 29 flat down the back stretch. You would think Rick Wink would have plenty left. Down by the water trying to reel him in. Extra suds into the passing lane. It's Rick Wink, and he looks every bit the part of 1-9. Rick Wink under a hand drive to win it.
World champion Sippin' on Ciroc broke that record in the second division.
Sipping on Ciroc to win it from Lather Up Athens. Riding the waves and My First Fire, 151-2, and he will lower the track record that was lowered earlier tonight in the opener by Rick Wink.
On the trotting side, one track record was set as LT Loverboy dominated the first division of colts.
It is all LT Loverboy to win it. LT Loverboy in 156-2. That is another track record. This one for a 2-year-old gelding trotter. 156-2. LT Loverboy track record.
Mocha Hill notched her fourth OSS victory in the first division of filly trotters.
Mocha Hill opening up by 3 for Mia Sangria. And Laura into the passing lane. Center of the track triumph over you. Mocha Hill under a hand drive to win it by about 3.5, 4 on the line.
Alongside the final leg of the Ohio Sire Stakes, Dayton Raceway hosted its annual Grand Circuit Dayton Derbies. Dexter Dunn swept all 4 divisions. Twin B Joe Fresh won the Dayton Distaff Derby for age mare pacers in a track record performance.
Twin B Joe Fresh, she's going to get her 9th of the season and win the Dayton Distaff Derby. She is in a field all alone. Twin B Joe Fresh won 48-3, and that is a new track record.
Jiggy Jog did not disappoint in the Dayton Oaks for age trotting mares.
It is all Jiggy Jog here in the Dayton Oaks Derby. No one can touch Jiggy Jog. Jiggy Jog to win it from Call Me Goo, MM's Dream, and I believe Tactical Mounds, 152-1.
The Dayton Trotting Derby was won by Logan Park.
Logan Park gives Dexter Dunn his 5th. He'll win the Dayton Trotting Derby. Logan Park in 152-3.
A bucket bet Hanover took the Dayton Pacing Derby.
A bucket bet Hanover into the passing lane is a drive for the wire. Little Rocket Man, a bucket bet Hanover is coming on and coming at him. A bucket bet Hanover to win the Dayton Pacing Derby in 149-3.
There were other milestones on the track. Southwind Amazon notched his 136th lifetime win at MGM Northfield Park. He is now only one victory away from equaling the all-age record for most career wins.
Southwind Amazon trying to hold off OK Kudo, still 2 lengths behind. The storybook continues. He's just 1 win away. Southwind Amazon by 3.
Taylor McKean picked up her first training win at Northfield Park with Coffee House.
Braden Rhodes has something to say about it, though, with Coffee House on the outside. Coffee House up to engage sudden change. Here's Coffee House at 95-1. Big time shocker here.
El Dorado Scioto Downs completed their 2024 season. Virgil Morgan Jr. earned the leading trainer title for his 30th consecutive year. Morgan ended the season with 108 wins and over $1.7 million in earnings. The leading driver of the meet was Dan Noble, who had 235 wins and 1,152 starts. When we return, we'll look for next year's champion at the yearling sales.
With more than 300,000 horses in Ohio, the economic impact of the equine industry in the state is over $2.8 billion. Much of that value comes from standardbred horse owners, breeders, trainers, and drivers who participate in the sport of harness racing. The mission of the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association is to preserve, protect, promote, and serve the entire standardbred industry in Ohio and beyond. To learn more about the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association, go to ohha.com. That's ohha.com.
As we wind down the stakes season, owners and trainers are already looking toward next year with yearling sales. The Ohio Selected Jug Sale was hosted at the Pickaway County Fairgrounds. A total of 269 yearlings were sold for over $7.9 million. It was the second highest gross year in sales history. The highest priced yearling was Rose Run Butler, sold by Rose Run Farm for $140,000. The colt is by Down by the Seaside and purchased by Dana Parham of Odds On Racing. Congratulations to our September Grooms of the Month, Charles Bullen and Lydia Ann Slayball. And finally, the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association sends condolences to family and friends of those we have lost. That wraps it up for our September newsletter. If you would like to become a member of the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association, visit our website at ohha.com. For the entire OHHA team, I'm Ashley Daly.
This has been Ohio Harness Update. Ohio Harness Update is brought to you by Matt Franklin, Wealth Advisor at Wire to Wire Wealth. This has been a production of the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association.